Story called Spoon by Amy Krouse Rosenthal and Scott Magoon. This is Spoon. Say hi. And this is Spoon's family. On Sundays, Spoon goes to visit his Aunt Silver. He has to be on his very best behavior there. She's very fancy and proper. And she's saying, "Goodbye, darling, ta-ta." At bedtime, Spoon likes to hear the story about his adventurous great-grandmother who fell in love with a dish and ran off to a distant land. Lately, though, Spoon had been feeling blue. "What's wrong?" asked his mother. "You look a little bit out of shape." "Nothing," mumbled Spoon. You can tell he's not feeling so great. "Well, it's just that, I don't know, all my friends have it so much better than me. Like Knife. Knife is so lucky. He gets to cut. He gets to spread. I never get to cut or spread." "Well, yes, honey, Knife is pretty spiffy that way, isn't he?" "And Fork? Fork is so lucky. She gets to practically go everywhere. I bet she never goes stir crazy like I do." "Well, Fork does get out and make herself useful, doesn't she?" "And Chopsticks? They are so lucky. Everyone thinks they're really cool and exotic. Nobody thinks I'm cool or exotic. Those chopsticks are something else, aren't they?" Meanwhile, if only Spoon knew what his friends were saying at that very minute. "Spoon is so lucky," said Knife. "He's so fun and easygoing. Everyone's so serious with me. No one's ever allowed to be silly with me like they are with Spoon." Cling, cling, bang. Looks like they're having fun. "Spoon is so lucky," said Fork. "He gets to measure stuff. No one ever does that with me." "Spoon is so lucky," said Chopsticks. "He can go places by himself. We can never function apart." Function is another word for like work. Like they're together so they can't be separate. It won't work the same. That night, after bedtime stories, Spoon's mom turned off the light, tucked him in, and said, "You know, Spoon, I wonder if you realize just how lucky you are. Your friends will never know the joy of diving headfirst into a bowl of ice cream." Mrs. Mercer just had ice cream yesterday, and I used a spoon. "They'll never know what it feels like to clink against the side of a cereal bowl. They'll never be able to twirl around in a mug or relax in a hot cup of tea." Spoon hadn't thought of it that way before. He lay awake in bed for a long time. His mind was racing. He felt so alive. There was only one thing to do. "I can't sleep. Come snuggle. Come, Spoon." And so he did. Sweet dreams. Friends, I love this story so much, and it was so much fun getting a chance to share it with you today. Think about this little character, Spoon, and he is thinking about all of his great friends and all of the wonderful things that make them special and different. But what was his problem? He wasn't thinking about all of his own special qualities. And his parents reminded him that just because you think all of your friends can do all this cool stuff, you have to remember that you are so special and different in your own way. So maybe today when you're sitting at home and you can't think of anything to do, maybe think about all of the different ways that you are special. I can think of a couple. So I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. And I'm thinking of all of you, and I miss you so much. See you soon.